So you mentioned earlier, I think, having some concerns as far as getting started with limited funds. Can you kind of expand on that and kind of give me your circumstance or situation? I can kind of give you some ideas, maybe as
Um, I'm not working at the moment, and so um, I just figured this is probably the best time to really go head first and really make a run of it because it's I really, like you said, I have to kill what I eat, and so I might as well just get into it and start Monday morning and just get out there. But I don't have a lot of money for leads and that type of thing. Until I make some, it's hard to spend what I don't have. So that's
right.
what.
So let me give you some strategies for what I would call alternative ways to market for final expense. So, excuse me, the primary way is through a purchase lead program. I'm big on direct mail. Other people like Facebook leads, that kind of thing. But let's just take all that off the table. It's not right now appropriate, long-term, hopefully. How can we sell final expense if we don't have the money on hand? So there's a couple of different ways. You can cold call, which that would involve you buying some kind of computer dialing software like salesdialers.com or Mojo dialer, and then getting a list of names. I like infofree.com. They have decent quality. And just sitting down maybe between 9 and 11, and then maybe 6 at 8 at night, and developing leads. A good script, and by the way, this is all recorded, so you can pick up the script later, but a good script would be to say something like, hey, my name is Glenn. I'm calling you today because you probably received a postcard sometime last week or two about our state-regulated life insurance programs to take care of final expenses. My job is to follow up on people that may not have actually replied back, and I'm going to be in your area tomorrow. I wondered if you had some time at either 2 o'clock or 10 to meet, which would work best. So this script is really good because everybody who's over 50 or 60 are receiving direct mailers. The vast majority never respond. And so when we call, we're referencing something that we pretty much can assume safely that they've already received a dozen times. And a lot of those people look at them, think about it, but then pass on it, but maybe you'll catch somebody who just got it yesterday, right? And they thought about it and they're like, yeah, okay, sure, whatever. So when you reference that, it creates a better connection than just being completely cold. Okay. So you can cold call, probably get a lead an hour, a couple of leads an hour maybe, and then go see those people, set an appointment if you can. Another way you could door knock using the same exact approach, except you just show up with the lead card in hand. I can get you a sample of it. That kind of helps too. If you don't want to cold call, and you want to do some less, straight cold methods, I would look at the following. I love seminar marketing. Okay. I've talked about this a lot on my channel, and the concept's real simple. We go to where seniors are and we do a short educational presentation on how final expense coverage works and what benefits there are. And at the conclusion of the seminar, which when I say seminar, it's not really a seminar. It's a brief talk, maybe 10 or 15 minutes in length. At the conclusion, we hand out forms for them to sign up to express their interest, and then we go back and work those forms as they would be leads, okay? So why this approach? Well, the biggest benefit is that there are virtually no lead costs. You may have to buy some donuts and drinks, right? But that's no more than 20 or 30 bucks and a gift card to give away to kind of get people to show up. But the cool thing is, and where it's really good, despite how inexpensive it is you sitting out or standing up in front of everybody are automatically assumed to be the expert, right? If you're up there talking on a subject matter, people don't think that you don't know unless you don't, but you'll know a lot more than the average person does. And at the end of it, if they've been thinking about buying life insurance, they're going to be like, man, Glenn's a nice guy. He seems to know what he's talking about. Let me go talk to him. And agents who employ this method with me, they're making 1, 2, 3 sales a seminar. And again, the nice thing is if you're putting out 30 bucks a seminar and you make $500, $1,000 in commission, that's great, man. Do that a couple times a week, which, most agents could get 2 seminars a week. That's a nice little income for very little expense. You can also do this in churches. I think a really good underemployed method is to take the same educational seminar and meet with a women's group. All right. I know you said you had something involved with church earlier on in the conversation. I mean, if you've got like women's group or older ladies groups, they will set aside time for you to come in and speak to them about life insurance and why you need it and what circumstances is good, what to worry about, what to avoid. And they will just assume, again, even though you're newer to the business, that you are the expert, which you are, because nobody really knows anything about life insurance. And you'll create some of the best leads from these kinds of groups. And the cost is nothing. There is a guy I can put you in touch with if you email me a reminder. I don't know him personally, but I've seen some of his posts on Facebook. He does this concept where he goes into churches. He kind of has it's like a ministry / insurance pitch, I guess you could say, but he talks about the importance of tithing, so there is a biblical thread to it.
Right, yeah.
But he weaves in the conversation about why life insurance is important. And this is what this guy does. He goes into churches, he gives these pitches, but he also educates, of course, and he gets great business from it. So it's something that can be duplicated, and very, very, very few people are doing. That's what strikes me, is like nobody really gives seminars. And that's why it's so good, is that you got to speak in front of people. But hey, it's just usually they're 5, 10, 15 people groups, not big. It lasts 15 minutes. And man, when you start writing that business and it's like, I didn't spend but $30 for this, do more of this, so.